Taurus, this is your card for the second week of March. This is the death card. This has to do with fears, honey. This has to do with fears, conflict, right? Not even really letting yourself be in control of your fears, right? It's actually your sense of control that is sparking your fear, right? And that need for control, because it's a 4, so you want to control people around you, and you want to control actions, and you want to control, pretty much everything right now. I feel like you might even just be trying to, tell people how to do things or what to do. You need to cut that out. You need to let people think for themselves. Also, you're just doing it because you want to feel secure. You want to feel um, like you are, doing something, right? Because you feel like immobilized right now. You might even be struck with fear, like you can't even move. Sorry, I kind of went on with the first one. But I feel like, I'm getting that sense of like immobilization, right? Like you're stricken with fear, like you can't move. And this has to do with toxicity. It could have to do with your distrust of others, and the distrust of how others, treat themselves. Or I feel like you think people might be hiding things, or people might not be saying things, or people might not be authentic right now. I feel like that's what you fear. You feel like people are kind of just keeping things hidden, and that's what's freaking you out. And you feel like you have a right to know something. And it's just really crazy. It's because of everything that's going on right now with the coronavirus, and dare I say that word, but I feel like it is. The death card does bring paranoia, because it brings paranoia to the imminent, right? And it's kind of like, oh, I wish it would be this way. I wish people would do it like this. Why did that person do that? I kind of got into that the other day, and I was like, I had a conversation with my friend today, and I said, I have Pluto in my first house, and I have Scorpio also in my first house, and that Pluto being there makes me want to have people do things a certain way. It's not like I'm telling them what to do, but I really, really, really wish and need and hope sometimes that people would just do things a certain way. And it's not like people can read your mind, and it's very intense because it just gets really deep sometimes, and people can't read your mind. People don't always know what you need, and people don't always know what you desire. And people don't always know what it is that makes you uncomfortable, or makes you scared, or makes you sensitive, right? So those are the things that we wish that we could control about people. Like, we wish they knew that. And also, we wish that we knew what it was that we feared, before we faced it, so that we could kind of like not be as scared. But it's like you don't really know what it is that you're afraid of. It's kind of like you're afraid of yourself, right? You're afraid of yourself and what you might have to experience if you don't have things done a certain way, the way that you want, right? That's what it is. You have to let go of that need for your ego to be satisfied, and satisfied by, you know, your need for control that makes you feel emotionally secure. Because when you let go of that need to control others, and you stop becoming so obsessive about controlling yourself and things around you, you become less possessive, and you become less resentful, and you become less angry, and you become less, triggered. You become less just angry. And we don't want you to get angry. We don't want you to be scared. We don't want you to be upset, fearful. or controlling. We want you to relax. Take it easy. The death card does talk about protection. You know, the best thing that you can do is protect yourself, right? Also, this is a card of healing. Do things that promote healing, right? But you don't have to force others to do exactly what you do. They have their way, okay? There are some things that are very universal, right? As Uranus is exalted in Scorpio. And Mercury right now, which is the esoteric ruler of Aries, which would be the four of the Emperor, right? Reflected in this 13 of the Death card, is talking about think or don't think. You know, you have to sort of like detach from the emotions that stir up your fear.